"You're pathetic," my sister Olivia hissed, her hands planted firmly on my shoulders at the top of the hospital stairs. "Mom and Dad will never believe you anyway." My name is Emma Sullivan, and at 24, I found myself staring into the eyes of my 28-year-old sister as she stood over me with that familiar look of contempt. We were supposed to be visiting our grandmother after her surgery, but Olivia had cornered me in the stairwell, away from watchful eyes. Or so she thought. "Move, Olivia," I said firmly, trying to step around her. "Grandma's waiting." She laughed, that cold sound I'd grown up hearing. "Always the perfect granddaughter, aren't you? Making everyone else look bad with your daily visits and your little care packages." I tried to keep my voice steady. "This isn't about you. It's about Grandma. Everything is about you, Emma. It always has been." Poor little Emma, so smart, so caring, so perfect. Her grip on my shoulders tightened. "I'm sick of it." I saw the push coming but couldn't stop it. Her hands shoved hard against my shoulders, and suddenly the world was spinning. The stairs rushed up to meet me, each edge hitting a different part of my body as I tumbled down. The pain was immediate and overwhelming. When I finally stopped at the landing, everything hurt. Through blurred vision, I saw Olivia rush down the stairs. But not to help me. She was pulling out her phone, dialing frantically. "Mom? Dad? Come quick." Emma fell down the stairs. I tried to catch her, but I couldn't reach her in time. I tried to speak, to tell the truth, but the pain in my ribs made every breath agony. Within minutes, my parents burst through the stairwell door, rushing to us. "Oh my God, Emma," Mom cried out, but she went to Olivia first, hugging her. "You poor thing, you must have been so scared watching your sister fall." Dad knelt beside me, his face stern. "Emma, what were you thinking, running in a stairwell at your age?" I managed to whisper through the pain. "I didn't." Olivia pushed. "Don't you dare." Olivia cut in, tears streaming down her face. Perfect, calculated tears. "I tried to save you. How can you lie about this?" Mom's face hardened. "Emma, stop it. Your sister is traumatized enough without you making up stories." The door burst open again, this time revealing a medical team led by a tall woman in scrubs. Her name tag read Head Nurse Martinez. "What happened here?" she demanded, kneeling beside me. Before anyone could speak, a younger nurse rushed in. "Nurse Martinez, you need to see this." She was holding a tablet, her face grave. "Not now," my mother interrupted. "Our daughter had an accident. She was running and fell down the stairs. Her sister tried to catch her." Nurse Martinez's eyes narrowed slightly. She looked at the tablet, then at Olivia, then at me. Something in her expression shifted. "Mrs. Sullivan, Mr. Sullivan, I need you to step back. We have to examine your daughter." Her tone left no room for argument. As the medical team worked, I heard Nurse Martinez speaking quietly into her phone. "Security, I need the footage from stairwell B, last 10 minutes. Yes, send it directly to Dr. Kane. And contact hospital administration." My sister's face went pale. "What footage?" That's when we all noticed it. The small security camera in the corner of the stairwell. Its red light blinking steadily. It had captured everything. "Standard hospital security," Nurse Martinez said calmly, though her eyes were steel. "Every stairwell is monitored. For patient safety, of course." "This is a family matter," my father began, but the nurse cut him off. "Sir, what I just witnessed on that security feed is assault. This isn't a family matter anymore." Olivia's tears dried instantly. "You can't prove anything." "Camera footage doesn't lie," Nurse Martinez replied. "Unlike some people." As they loaded me onto a stretcher, I saw my sister's perfect facade cracking. My parents stood frozen, their world of carefully maintained appearances beginning to crumble. Nurse Martinez leaned down close to me as they wheeled me out. "You're safe now," she whispered. "We won't let them sweep this under the rug." For the first time in years, I believed someone might finally see the truth behind my family's perfect image. But as they rolled me toward the emergency room, I caught one last glimpse of Olivia's face. This wasn't over. Not by a long shot. The security camera had caught everything, but that was just the beginning of what it would reveal about our family's darkest secrets. The emergency room was a blur of activity. X-rays revealed 2 broken ribs, a sprained wrist, and multiple contusions. As the doctors worked, I could hear my parents in the hallway, their voices rising in desperation. "This is ridiculous," my father's voice boomed. We're not allowing our daughter to be interrogated like a criminal. Your daughter pushed her sister down a flight of stairs, Nurse Martinez replied calmly. The police have already been called. It was an accident, my mother insisted. Family matters should be handled within the family. Through the curtain, I saw Nurse Martinez step closer to them. Mrs. Sullivan, in the past hour, we've reviewed security footage from previous visits. This isn't the first incident we've captured in our stairwells. The silence that followed was deafening. My heart stopped. They had found the other videos. 3 months ago, Olivia had accidentally knocked me into the wall outside Grandma's room. 2 months before that, she tripped me near the water fountain. Small incidents, always with witnesses, always with my parents nearby to dismiss my claims and comfort Olivia's theatrical distress. Dr. Kane, the attending physician, pulled the curtain close, blocking my view of the hallway drama. Emma, she said gently, we need to talk about your previous hospital visits. I stared at my hands, avoiding her eyes. I'm clumsy. Emma, her voice was firm but kind. We have 6 documented accidents in the past year alone. All with your sister present. All dismissed as your fault. Tears started rolling down my cheeks. You don't understand. My parents? They'll never. Your parents aren't in charge anymore, she interrupted. You're an adult, Emma, and we're mandated reporters. This stops today. Detective Morris arrived shortly after, a kind-faced woman with steady eyes and a notebook. As she interviewed me, pieces of my family's carefully constructed facade began to crumble. Has your sister always been violent towards you? I hesitated. It escalated after Grandma changed her will last year. Changed her will. She decided to leave her house to me instead of Olivia. I worked from home, so I could take care of her there. It made sense, but Olivia didn't take it well. I laughed bitterly. That's an understatement. Outside, I could hear Olivia's voice rising hysterically. This is insane. Emma's always been jealous of me. She's manipulating everyone. Detective Morris's pen paused. Your grandmother's house, what's it worth? About $1.2 million. It's in the historic district. Her eyebrows rose. That's quite a motive. Just then, my phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. It was a video file followed by a message. Thought you might need this. Jake, hospital security. The video showed Olivia in the stairwell an hour before she pushed me, talking on her phone. I don't care what it takes. Once Grandma's gone, that house is mine. Emma won't be a problem much longer. One more accident should convince her to give up her claim. Detective Morris watched the video, her expression hardening. This changes things. We're not just looking at assault now. This was premeditated. A commotion outside drew our attention. Grandma had somehow made her way down from her room, still in her hospital gown, Dr. Kane supporting her. I want to see my granddaughter, she demanded, her voice carrying that familiar authority that even my parents couldn't challenge. She took one look at me lying in a hospital bed, then turned to my parents. How long have you been covering for Olivia? Mother, my mom started, but Grandma cut her off. I've watched you dismiss Emma's injuries for years. I said nothing, hoping you'd finally see the truth. But this, she gestured at the security footage playing on Detective Morris's tablet. This ends now. Olivia stepped forward, her face a mask of innocence. Grandma, you don't understand. I understand perfectly, Grandma snapped. I understand that money and jealousy matter more to you than family. I understand that your parents have enabled your behavior until it escalated to attempted murder. Murder? My father sputtered. That's absurd. Detective Morris cleared her throat. Actually, sir, given the premeditation evidence and the height of that stairwell, attempted murder charges aren't off the table. I watched as Olivia's perfect mask finally shattered completely, her face contorted with rage as she pointed at me. This is all your fault. You've ruined everything. 2 police officers appeared in the doorway, handcuffs ready. As they led Olivia away, I saw something I'd never seen before in my sister's eyes. Fear. The same fear I'd lived with for years. Grandma sat beside my bed, taking my hand in hers. I'm so sorry, Emma. I should have done something sooner. But we both knew this wasn't over. As they wheeled me up for more tests, I caught one last glimpse of my parents huddled together in the hallway, their world of denial finally crumbling around them. The security camera had caught more than just a push down the stairs. It had captured years of family secrets, and now there was no going back. 6 months later, I stood in front of Grandma's house. My house now, watching the morning sun illuminate its Victorian details. The bruises had healed, but the changes in my life were permanent and mostly for the better. Olivia had taken a plea deal, 2 years in prison with mandatory counseling. My parents, faced with overwhelming evidence of their enabling behavior, were ordered to attend family therapy. They hadn't spoken to me since the hospital, except through their lawyer. "Tea's ready," Grandma called from the wraparound porch. She'd moved in with me during my recovery and decided to stay. Her surgery had been successful, and together we'd transformed the house into a true home. As I joined her on the porch, a familiar car pulled into the driveway. Nurse Martinez, Sarah, stepped out, carrying her usual weekend breakfast contribution, fresh scones from the bakery near the hospital. "How's my favorite former patient?" she called out, climbing the steps. After the incident, Sarah had become more than just the nurse who saved me. She was now a close friend, part of the new family I'd built around myself. "Better every day," I replied, helping her with the bakery box. "The therapy's really helping." We settled into our usual Sunday routine: tea, scones, and conversation on the porch. It had become a healing ritual of sorts. "Have you heard from them?" Sarah asked carefully, knowing the weight of the question. I nodded. "Mom sent an email yesterday. They want to meet, to talk." Grandma's teacup clinked sharply against its saucer. "And what did you say?" I agreed, but on my terms. At Dr. Thompson's office, with her present. Dr. Thompson, my therapist, had helped me understand that healing didn't mean forgetting. It meant setting boundaries and making choices that protected my well-being. "Olivia's been writing too," I added quietly, "from prison. I haven't opened the letters yet." Sarah reached over and squeezed my hand. "You don't have to, not until you're ready." The stack of unopened letters sat in my desk drawer, each one a reminder of how far I'd come and how far I still had to go. The meeting with my parents was scheduled for the following week. As I walked into Dr. Thompson's office, I felt stronger than I had in years. My parents sat stiffly on the couch, looking smaller somehow, less intimidating than I remembered. "Emma," Mom started, her voice cracking. We've been doing a lot of work in therapy, understanding our part in what happened." Dad couldn't meet my eyes. "We failed you. We chose to believe what was convenient rather than what was true." "Yes," I said simply, "you did. We want to make things right," Mom continued. "We want to be part of your life again." I took a deep breath. That's possible, but it has to be different. I'm not that scared girl anymore, hoping you'll finally see the truth. I have boundaries now. And expectations. Dr. Thompson nodded encouragingly as I continued. "I won't pretend the past didn't happen. I won't smile and play happy family at holidays while ignoring years of trauma. If you want to be in my life, you need to acknowledge what happened and work to change. Really change." My father finally looked up. "And Olivia? When she gets out?" "That's not my problem," I said firmly. "My safety and well-being come first now. If she does the work, gets help, shows real change, maybe someday. But I'm not making any promises." When I got home that evening, I finally opened one of Olivia's letters. Her words were different from what I expected: less manipulation, more raw honesty. Prison therapy seemed to be having an effect. "I never saw myself as the villain," she wrote. "I was so consumed by jealousy and entitlement that I convinced myself you deserved it. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm not even asking for a relationship. I just want you to know that I understand now what I did, and I'll spend the rest of my life trying to be better." Standing on the porch where this new chapter of my life had begun, I watched the sunset paint the sky in shades of hope. Sarah's words from the hospital came back to me. "You're safe now." She had been right. The security camera hadn't just captured evidence of abuse, it had captured the moment I finally broke free. Free from fear, free from denial, free from the toxic family dynamics that had controlled my life for so long. Grandma joined me on the porch, 2 cups of tea in hand. "Proud of you, kiddo." I smiled, taking the offered cup. "You know what? I'm proud of me too." The house stood strong behind us, no longer a source of conflict, but a symbol of survival and new beginnings. The security camera had caught everything, but what it really captured was the start of my liberation. Sometimes the best family isn't the one you're born into. It's the one you choose to build from the ashes of what broke you. That's the thing about falling downstairs. Once you hit bottom, the only way left is up.